Good morning, everyone. My name is Arslan, and you are watching Proper Pariksha, the place where we strive for academic excellence in a simple and comprehensive manner. So, today we'll be starting the topic of or the exercise of exercise 12.2, and in this, we'll be dealing with some of the questions that are related to proportions. We have understood all the concepts that are related to ratios in our previous videos, and proportion has been discussed in the just previous video, and it is just an extension of ratios. So I would suggest you to please go back in the playlist and understand the concepts related to ratios. After that, you will be able to understand this exercise much more easily. So without any further delay, let's start. So exercise 12.2. Let us see what the question says. So part A says that 15, 45, 40 and 120. So we have to write them in the order of respectively, like the order in which they are mentioned. So 15 is to 45 and 40 is to 120 will be written, because the one which is coming first will be written first and the one which is mentioned at last will be mentioned at the last in the same manner. After that, we'll try to simplify that, and this will become 1 is to 3, and this particular ratio will become 40 and 120. This will become 1 is to 3. Yes, they are in proportion. Coming to next question, that is 33 is to 121 and 9 is to 96. So you can see that over here the ratios are somewhat having very unique multiplication among each other, and if we have to check that they are in proportion or not, we will have to do a very lengthy calculation and we will have to do hit and try. So better method is that you can just do a cross multiplication. So as I told you that 33 is to 121 can be written like this, and this particular sign can be written as is equal to, and 9 upon 96 can be written like this. So we'll do what? We'll do 33 into 96 and we'll do 121 into 9. If you will see after calculation, then you will find out that they are not in proportion. Just by the look of it, you can say that they are not in proportion. But even if after you get calculation and you get to the exact answer, then also you will see that they are not in then they are also not in proportion. And if this LHS is not equal to RHS, then we will say that they are not in proportion. Coming to the next part, C of question 1. 24, 28, 36, 48. So 24 is to 28 and 36 is to 48. So where we can easily multiply the proportions, we will do that. If we can easily divide, we can do that. But in cases where it is difficult to do, we will try to do cross multiplication. So 24 is to 28 can be simplified in the following manner, like 6 fours are 24 and 7 fours are 28, and this will be 6 6 are 36 and 8 6 are 48. So this is actually not in proportion. Coming to the next part, that is part D. So 32 is to 48 and it will be 70 is to 10. It will be 70 is to 210. So 32 and 48, how can they be written? So 16 into 2 will be 32 and 16 3s are 48. So this will be 2 into 2 is to 3. And here it will be written 70 and 210. This will be 1 is to 3. And therefore, they are also not in proportion. Coming to the next part, part E, 4, 6, 8, 12. So 4 is to 6 and 8 is to 12. We will try to simplify that. So this will be 2 is to 3 and this will also be 4 into 2, 8, 4 3 is 12. So 2 is to 3 and therefore they are in proportion. Coming to the next part, that is 33, 44 and 75 and 100. So here we can see that it is okay. We can simplify that. We will not do cross multiplication as of now. So 11 into 3 is equal to 33 and 11 into 4 is 44, and this will become 25 into 3 is 75 and 25 into 4 is 100. So yes, they are also in proportion. Question number 2. Write true or false against each of the following statements. So here what we have to do, we just have to check if they are in proportion, and if they are yes, if they are, then we will write a true. If they are not, we will write a false. 16 is to 24, 20 is to 30. So first of all, we will simplify. 16 can be written as 8 2s are 16 and 8 3s are 24, and this will be 20 will be 10 into 2 and 10 into 3. So yes, they are in proportion, true. Question part B, that will be 21 is to 6. So 3 sevens are and 3 twos are, and this will be 5 sevens are and 5 twos are. So this will also be in proportion. Part C, 12 is to 18 will be 6 twos are 12, 6 threes are 18, so 2 is to 3. And this part will be 7, 28, 12. Okay, so this will be divided by 4, and 7 fours are 28, and 4 sevens are 28, and 4 threes are 12. So they are not in proportion. Coming to the next part. So this will be 8 is to 9 and 24 is to 27. So this will be 8 and 9 cannot be further simplified, 24 and 27. So what we'll do over here, we'll just write 8 and 9, and we will write 24 and 27, and we'll start the multiplication. So 27 into 8, what will that be? It will be 8 sevens are 56, and this will be 8 to the 16 plus 5, that is 21. So this will be 216. Okay, and the LHS and the RHS will be 24 into 9, that is 240 minus 24, that is 10 minus 4 6, 3 minus 2 is 1, and 2 is there, so 216. And yes, LHS is equal to RHS, therefore they are in proportion. Coming to the next part, that is 5.2 is to 3.9 is to 3 is to 4. So that will be 5.2, 3.9. So what we'll do, we'll just multiply 5.2 and 3.9, this particular part on both sides, into 10. So it will become 52 is to 39, and this will become 3 is to 4. As long as you are multiplying, dividing both the sides of the ratios of one particular ratio, then it has no difference at all, because it will then cancel out that particular multiplication or division, and it will get back to its original form. Just the way we used to find out the things, such as that there is a total of rupees 36 and we have to distribute it, and it will be distributed on the basis of age. Then we are given certain parameters for age, then we write the age of S1 person, the student 1, and S2 student 2. We get a ratio, like for example 3 is to 5. Then we multiply both side by x, then we do the algebra equation, 3x plus 5x is equal to 36, and we get the answer for x, and therefore we get the answer for S1 and S2 by putting the value of x over there. So as long as you are multiplying or dividing both the sides of one particular ratio, it is not having any problem. So 52, 39 are obtained by multiplying into 10, and 3 is to 4. After that, we see if we can simplify 52 and 39. So 9 that 3 12, 5 plus 2 7. So 3 will not be used, 7. Okay, so what we'll do over here, we will do 52 upon 39 is equal to 3 upon 4. So 52 into 4 will be done. So that will be 104, and 104. This will be 208. Therefore, this will be 208. And the RHS will be 39 into 3. Therefore, we will get 9 threes are 27, 3 threes are 9, plus 2 is equal to 11. And that will be 117, which is not equal to 208, and therefore not in proportion. Coming to part F, that is 0.9, 0.36, and 10 is to 4. So if we try to simplify that, we can see that 9 and 36 in itself can be simplified. So we will get 0.1 is to 0.94 is 36, 0.04, and this will be 10 is to 4. And if we try to multiply it by 100 on both the sides, we will get 10, and we will get 4, and this will be same as the RHS, and therefore this will be in proportion. Coming to the next question. Are the following statements true? 40 persons, 200 persons, 15 rupees and 75 rupees. I gave you a homework in the previous video in which we had two different types of units, the length and the time, and we had to compare the proportion. So fortunately in that question we did not have the ratios equal to each other and they were not in proportion. But if they are in proportion mathematically, then can they be written that they are in proportion, or because of the type of unit is different, we will have to say no, they are not in proportion, that is they cannot be compared. I hope you understand that. I'm not talking about gram and kilogram, I'm talking about gram and liter, or liter and hour, and something like that. That type of unit is different, not that the units conversion is different like gram, kilogram, milligram, etc. So let us do this question and find out the concept for this, for that homework. So 40 persons, so person and person will get cancelled out. Rupees and rupees will get cancelled out as we did earlier. 40 is to 200 will give you 1 is to 5, and this will give you 15 and 75. So 15 times 1 1, and 15 5 75, this will be 1 is to 5. So mathematically they are in proportion and the units have been cancelled out. So should we say that they are in proportion? Yes, we will say that they are in proportion, because if something in by maths is obtained, then that is correct. If the units have been cancelled out, then that means that they are immaterial in the comparison of ratios and they can be said to be in proportion. Therefore, type of unit does not matter when two different ratios are being compared. Not that the one part and second part within one ratio. I am talking about two different ratios. Unit are different, then it does not matter as long as the ratios are same. Coming to part B, that is 7.5 and 1.5. So liter, liter cancelled out, kilogram, kilogram cancelled out. 7.5, 15 will be 1 is to 2, and this will also be 1 is to 2. Therefore, this will also be in proportion. Coming to part C, we will have 99 and 45. So this will be kilo, kilo cancelled, rupees, rupees cancelled. So this will be 99 is to 45 and 44 is to 20. So if we try to simplify that, we will see that 9 5s are 45. So this will be 5, and this will be 9 11s are 99, and this will be 4 11s are 44, and this will be 4 5s are 20. So yes, they are also in proportion. Coming to part D, 32 and 64. Meter, meter cancelled out, second, second cancelled out. So this will be 1 is to 2, and this will be 1 is to 2. And therefore, they will also be in proportion. So this particular question was to test, to test your concept regarding the type of unit. If the digits or the parts of a single ratio are having different units, then that is a problem. You cannot compare a person and rupees, a rupees and time and weight and length, etc. But if you have two different ratios which are related to different types of units, then they can be compared as long as the mathematical value is matching. So 45 is to 60. So that will be kilometer, kilometer cancelled out, hours, hours cancelled out. So 45 and 60, this will be 15 3s are 45, 3 is to 4 is equal to 4 3s are 12, and okay. So here is the thing that 3 4s are 12 and 3 5s are 15, and therefore they are not in proportion. Coming to the next question. Determine if the following ratios form a proportion. Also write the middle terms and extreme terms where the ratios form a proportion. Now the concept of middle term and extreme term is being used, that if you remember the definition of middle terms and extreme terms. So part A is 25 centimeter and 1 meter. So we'll convert centimeter into meter or meter into centimeter as you wish. So I will convert 25 centimeter 1 meter into centimeter. So that will be 25 is to 100. And 40 and 160 are both in same units, so that will be 40 is to 160. We will simplify that and we will get 1 is to 4, and we will get over here also 1 is to 4. Therefore, they are in proportion. So extreme terms are 1 and 4 and middle terms are 4 and 1 respectively. You must write respectively, otherwise the teacher will get that you are not respecting and he will cut off the marks. Okay, just kidding. Part B, 39 liters, 65 liters, 6 bottles and 10 bottles. Liter cancelled out, bottle cancelled out. So 39 and 65, can they be simplified? So 39 and 65, so what we will do? We will do 39 upon 65 is equal to 6 upon 10, and 39 into 10 will be done. So this will be 390 on the LHS, and 6 into 65, this will be 65 6 the 6 5 the 36 6 are 36 plus 3 9, and that is 390. So we achieve the answer 390 on both the sides, therefore they are in proportion. The extreme terms are 39 and 10, the middle terms are 65 and 6 respectively. You will not write 6 and 65 because it will negate the mentioned order. You have to write in the mentioned order. Coming to part C, kg cancelled out, gram cancelled out, 2 is to 80 is equal to 1 is to 40, and 25 is to 625 will be, it is definitely being cancelled out by 25, so this will be 1, and 625 will be 25 into 2 is 50, so this will be 2 times 50, then it will be 125. So 125 is 5 times. So this will be 5 times. So 1 is to 25 and 1 is to 40, not in proportion. 200 ml is to 2.5 liter. So this what we will do. We will convert it into milliliter. So 200 is to 2500 ml, and that will be cancelled out. Then we will write 4 is to 50. Rupees will get cancelled out. 0 cancelled out in simplification. 2 is to 25 is the final simplification which we can get as of now, and this will be 2 and 25 here also, and yes, they are in proportion. So I think that the exercise has been completed. So, and in the next video we'll be starting the topic of unitary method, and I hope that the concepts of ratios and the word problems related to ratios, the key important points that are related to ratios and proportions are clear to you. Exercise 12.1 and 12.2 are purely based on the basis of the concept discussed in the theory classes. So try to make notes of those and try to practice the solved examples and unsolved examples which are solved in our videos. We solve each and every example of NCERT, be it solved, unsolved, or a question of an exercise. So I hope that you are revising and practicing adequately, and I wish you the best of luck, and we will meet in the next lecture. Goodbye.